This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. First down. Murray eluding the pressure right. There he goes inside the 30. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll go with a keeper. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mario Edwards in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. Myers. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm.
The big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Off the play fake. Murray. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. It's their quarterback on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, and the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Myers. Off the play fake. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Myers, off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Myers, throwing on 3rd and long. And some room to work. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Murray now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns continue to roll. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share.
From PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Murray going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing again. Murray, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. On. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. What?
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken. Down at the line of scrimmage.
Four down, check, four down.
The give is to Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Four down, check.
Off play action. Myers airing this one out for Evans. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Final shot before break. Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline. Come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Back to throw. Myers. And that'll be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Another run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Myers on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. Extra point good by Catanzaro. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Off the play fake. Murray. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 1st and 10, Murray. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. zone. He didn't get the first down either. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worried about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Throwing on first down. Murray. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Hey, we got Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, Murray. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Murray. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again. Murray. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns continue to roll. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Myers now throwing to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw is Myers. Throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Myers to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Here's Myers. From the gun, he'll throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw. Myers. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long.
Here we go. Red 38.
He's going to get it running right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Off play action. Myers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Let's go. What? 90. What?
Myers off the play fake. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey. Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Myers now operating from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get. I want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
What? 90.
To throw is Myers. Off play action. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
4 down.
Now Myers throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns,